Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your July the 3rd just for today in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. Excited to be with you. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, the title of the meditation, Quiet Time. Many of us have found that setting aside quiet time for ourselves is helpful in making conscious contact with our higher power. That comes from our basic text, page 95. Most of us pay lip service to the value of conscious contact with a higher power. Yet, how many of us consistently take time to improve that conscious contact? If we've not already established a regular regimen of prayer and meditation, today is the day to start one. A quiet time need not be long. Many of us find that 20 to 30 minutes is enough time to quiet ourselves, focus our attention with a spiritual reading, share our thoughts and concerns in prayer, and take a few moments to listen for an answer in meditation. Our quiet time need not be lengthy to be effective, provided it is consistent. 20 minutes taken once a month to pray will probably do little but frustrate us with the poor quality of our conscious contact. 20 minutes taken regularly each day, however, renews and reinforces an already lively contact with our higher power. In the hustle and bustle of the recovering addict's day, many of us end up going from morning to night without taking time out to improve our conscious contact with the God we've come to understand. However, if we set aside a particular time of the day, every day is quiet time, we can be sure that our conscious contact will improve. Just for today, I will set aside a few moments once I finish reading today's entry to pray and meditate. This will be the beginning of a new pattern for my recovery. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Quiet time. You know, where I'm sitting right now is fairly quiet. I'm in another city, in another state, and have enjoyed I would say, a very full, rich, blessed, whatever word that conveys positive to you. I've enjoyed that this weekend. And the moment I'm having right now is just this realization how much of the time that I enjoyed is attributed to my prayer and meditation habits, right? I was able to enjoy praying and meditating throughout the course of the weekend, and then sharing and fellowshipping with people after these sporadic jolts of prayer and meditation. So, altogether, if I had to take my full weekend and say, how much time did I spend praying and meditating? I would have to say, 10 minutes here. I remember before I had to go out and greet everyone. I had uh, 20 minutes to myself here. That little few minutes in the car when I first pulled up, I had, I think, about 15 minutes to myself just sitting there, being quiet, praying, asking for direction. So, probably all together, maybe an hour over the course of the busy weekend, maybe an hour. I'm not talking about my quiet time in the mornings, and I'm not talking about the time in the evenings doing my 10th step. I'm talking about, why did I feel so energetic and so positive, even though I was meeting people, greeting people, teaching people, praying with people, some that I don't know, some that I do, some that spoke the same language as myself, some that I needed an interpreter for. Why did I come from each one of those experiences feeling so uplifted and so positive rather than drained? And I would have to say 100% my quiet time. That quiet time that I spend with God is allowing me to fully have, right? Fully have an experience with the 11th step, right? The 11th step is talking about us maintaining conscious contact with God, right? Asking for a knowledge of his will and the what? The power, the strength to actually carry it out. So that challenges me. I don't know about you, because what I see is that all of those moments put together maybe came up to an hour, a little bit more. They weren't long. And a lot of people pay lip service to the value of conscious contact with a God of their own understanding, with God. And they really don't have that experience. They know how good it used to be, how good it should be, how good others talk about it being, but it's just lip service and kind of projectory, right? Because they're talking about what they need to do, usually, most of the time, and not giving you a lived experience about what's going on right now and how it's benefiting them right now. You know why? Because it takes time, but it doesn't take all of your time. And many of us are of the mindset, right? When we think about prayer and meditation, we have our hands claps together, right? Our thumbs pressed into. We have this Middle Eastern thought of what meditation is. Let me clear my throat. Hold on a second, guys. Thank you for your patience. So many of us have this Middle Eastern yoga pose that we're sitting and meditating. That may be the case for some people, but that is not the case for the majority of the people. And it's because of this ideal that we have in our head that we tell ourselves, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do all of that, to learn the ins and outs of that type of meditation. That's not what we're talking about at all, although for many, it includes that. There's many people that they will do their meditation, their 11th step, just sitting in nature, communing with their higher power. I had one lady tell me that my God speaks to me through birds. And every time she sees a different type of bird, she starts to do the research about what type of bird that is and what is their history. How did they come to this country? And she gets a message out of learning about birds. She loves birds. Now, as much as I love looking at them, I don't, I've had a few come very close to me. Doves and ducks seem to love me, right? But it wasn't that type of experience. Oh, this is wonderful. Let me see if there's something I can learn from this experience with this bird. That is not prayer and meditation for me. But for some and for many, it is. But take me to the ocean. Take me to the ocean. I didn't say put me in the ocean, in a boat, even though I'm going on a cruise soon. No, take me to the ocean. Allow me to be on the beach and hearing the waves. That brings me peace just thinking about it. And I am very meditative when I'm there. Some people are bowed down on their knees, prostrated when they pray and meditate. What is it for you? Some people are in the kitchen cooking, and that is their happy place where they're able to relax and be able to receive instruction and understanding. Their thoughts are able to be redirected. See, I think it's because we have this ideal of what prayer and meditation is that a lot of people are not able to benefit from it. So today, because I don't have long, I want to make sure I make this point that regardless to the hustle and bustle in your life, you have a few minutes. Quiet time can be a small amount of time, or it can be a long, extended amount of time. So if you're not in the habit of doing your 11th step for real, maintaining conscious contact with God, your higher power, right? Let's start today. And let's start with a small increment of time. Now, it has been proven that there are benefits from us breathing more deeply rather than in a shallow manner, holding that oxygen and allowing it to benefit by cutting the cortisol leaks in our brain. And that is inhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, and exhaling for a count of 4. I challenge you today to grab 5 minutes of practicing that. I guarantee you, even if you find that you have some racing thoughts, I guarantee you in that 5 minutes, there's going to be a calmness that you experience just by breathing properly. Family, my name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I am going to do the next meditation, the spiritual principle a day meditation. And then I have some people that I need to meet from when I lived in Kenya. I'm going to meet with them, enjoy their company, and strategize for some goals that we have set together. So stay tuned. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose. I know you can do it. I'm absolutely already in the middle of this beautiful day. If I can do it, you can do it. Talk to you soon.